Crafted. This is Tatiana. This is part 2 of the story time that I just uploaded for you guys. I decided to just keep it going, so I have on the same clothes. Yes, because it's the same day. So let's keep going with this story time. So where I left off, I was telling you guys how she told me about her boyfriend taking her stimulus and PPP loan money. After that, she was just more so saying like, I don't know if I want to get back with him, but I do miss being with him because I love his company and stuff like that. I did not respond once again as she's talking about all of this stuff. So I more so like kind of told her like, you know, I'm just getting off work, because when I was talking to her, I actually had got off of work and she caught me right after I got off, so I wasn't even able to like do anything to get myself just like focused and relaxed. So I more so was being silent. So, and then I just had told her like, hey, you know, I have to go, but I'll text you later if I need anything. So I ended up ending the conversation with her and just ate a little bit, and then I started working on her logo. So before I had started working on her logo, I was asking her in the text, did she have any other photo for her logo, like either a transparent copy or just something that was more clear, and she said no. So I was just like, all right. So I had to start from scratch with my logo at that point, because I couldn't elaborate on, like, she wanted this hair model that was on the last logo that I felt like I could not find, but I ended up finding it on my own. And I ended up making a copy. So guys, I'm gonna show you guys my first logo I made for her, and it's right here. Now this is where she started to get very kind of knowing what she wanted now. Like, so I would say she like had thought about the colors, and she was just like really choosy at this point, like what color she wanted. So she was like, oh, I know what color I want now. It's a Tiffany blue. So what I did was I sent her what Tiffany blue color code meant, because I'm in computer science, and I do style sheets a lot. I feel like it's really important to show the client what color they're talking about. So I show her and I'm like, this is Tiffany blue. So she's like, oh no, I don't want it that dark, but I want it like way more lighter than that Tiffany blue. So I'm like, all right. And I want to say this, as far as like Tiffany blue goes, I feel like it shows up on different things perfectly, and then some things I just felt like you should leave it alone at. And this was the time, whereas I felt like if she wanted to use it, it would have been that time, like for her logo. But you know, she didn't want that. She wanted a little bit lighter. Then I'm like, you sure you don't want Tiffany? Because a little bit lighter, I'm not sure if you are gonna like that, because your products are Tiffany blue, like your last logo or whatever you have on your products are Tiffany blue. So she's just like, okay, let me see it with a different blue. So I'm like, all right. So she was like, oh no, I want to stick to Tiffany. So that's why I have 2 copies. So I just showed you guys both of them. I'm gonna put them up on the screen if you guys have not saw them. And I was just like, all right. And then she decided, after all of that time of me doing those mocks, that she did not want that. She wanted to stick with her original blurry logo. So that was a waste of time. So that's what I mean, guys, by do not do mocks for free, because it basically was a waste of time for me. From that, I started getting her website mock done. I was like, I'm not sure how she's going to be with this, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time. So I had told her, like, you know, I'll do the first page to see if you like it, but I'm not going to continue on with the other pages, because I just want to make sure you like it first. And since I'm charging those mocks free, I don't want to do like a whole thing if you don't like it. And she basically agreed. Now, in between me doing the mock, which took me 2 days to do, on the first page, she messaged me for a flyer for promotion. And she said, oh, how much do you charge for flyers? At the time, I did not charge her a lot, but I did not dumb myself down either, with like the pricing. So I more so had told her, you know, this is a set price. I'm not going to tell you guys my prices just because everybody's prices is different, but I had told her like, hey, this is my set price. It was so, to me, I feel like I give her a very, very fair price off the bat, just because she's willing to pay $300 for a logo. So if you're willing to pay $300 for a logo, you should not. This is like pennies compared to what you paid. And it literally was. So she was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for charging me that amount. Like, a lot of people are money hungry that I run across, so they want even more money to do flyers and stuff. So I was like, yeah, like, you know, I like looking out for people. So I ended up making her this flyer. She did not like it. She wanted me to do something else. I'm going to put the flyer on the thing. So I was just like, all right. Then she comes back and she says she likes it. So it was just like a lot of back and forth with her. So with the website mock, when I was done, she liked the website mock and stuff. Now, I do want to mention she had an aunt that she would talk to, and her aunt also was getting her business off the ground. And her aunt would tell her like how I'm charging her a very good price, and a lot of like just positive things that her aunt would give her as far as like an insight on starting a business. But another thing that I'm not sure if this was her and her aunts together, or just her aunt or her, or she just blaming the aunt. But after I would be like doing flyers for her, or like just doing anything that she like more so asked me to do for us content wise, she would say she would like it, and then she'll say, oh, I spoke with my aunt, and my aunt says that she feels like the colors need changed, or she feels like you didn't add something here, can you add it? And it would be a lot of this, like after I would spend all these hours on something. So that's one thing that I just really did not like about her, was she kept like saying she liked it something, and then she would switch it up after she would talk with her aunt. And I was just like, why is it such a big change now when you said you like something? And after a while of her doing this, I had told her like, are you sure you like this? Like, you know, because sometimes like you come back and you say you don't like something. So she was just like, yeah, I like it. So I experienced that a lot with her, and it did not stop even with the website. She wanted me to add photos that she never gave me, and then she was like, oh, I didn't send those photos to you. I'm like, no. When I got started on her website, and I would add them, and she was like, oh, I don't like them in that section, I thought you added them to this section. And she had a lot of like complaints. Now, this is where I drew the line with her, was she ended up giving me the wrong username and password to her Wix account, in which I created the website on. So after I got on with the website, she found out that I gave her that she gave me the wrong information. So she's like, oh my gosh, that wasn't the right account that you were supposed to do the website on. Are you able to do the website on this account? So I'm like, yeah. And the reason why I was able to do that is because Wix has like this thing where you can actually transfer the website if you have multiple accounts. So that was like one plus. So I'm like, all right. But I did have to like clean up a little bit of things because not everything transferred over. So I had did that, and I had told her like, you know, I'll charge you a little bit more since I have to do this. So after we got to the new page, I was supposed to do like, she had asked me to do a flyer for her, like a launch flyer, but she also did that thing where she said she didn't like it again. So I was just like, I confronted her at that point, and I was just like, you know, you keep saying how you like stuff and then you don't like stuff, and I feel like I'm wasting my time, keep like going back and forth with things, and I just don't feel comfortable like doing any flyers or anything for you anymore. And then she had said like, oh, if you feel that way, like just going back and forth with me, like, and she was just like, if you feel that way, I just feel like sometimes the flyers weren't even professional and stuff like that. So she tried to like dig deep and go all in on me. So I was just like, oh, okay, like, all right, like, so then we come to like us talking about the website. So she goes and she's like, also, I don't even like my website. It is horrible. I'm not gonna launch it. And she was just like, yeah, our relationship's done or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So, and mind you guys, around this time she was supposed to pay me, but she said she would pay me with her next check. So she literally like had sent the money to me that day we were arguing, like, and she basically was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I wasted time when I could have dealt with somebody else and stuff like that. So me being me, like, we're going back and forth, we're arguing. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna send you back your money, because at the end of the day, you know, I love creating, I love web design, like, and just like graphic design and stuff like that, and I mainly do this for a hobby, and I had a job, guys. So I was just like, you know, I'm gonna send you back your money, and we're just gonna leave it at that. So I end up sending her back her money through Cash App. And then because I only charged her $150 to design her website at the time. Guys, I should have charged her way more than that, but I charged her $150. I am going to say how much I charged her for like the website design, because it was like my first website design. But like I said, guys, I only charged her $150 and kept it at that. But I should have charged her way more. But after that, like a day after we were done, I sent her back our money. She hits me up like, oh my gosh, you locked me out of my account. Oh my gosh, that is so unprofessional. I cannot believe you did that. So I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, you gave me the passwords to the account and I told you to change it after I was done designing, and I've been done for almost like at that time. She contacted me on a Friday, guys, and we had just said all of this, I think, on a Wednesday. So I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, you were supposed to binge change it or whatever. And I was like, how can I lock you out your website? I don't even have your email. I don't have anything that I know you to lock you out, like, you know. So, and then I was like, remember you told me you had 2 accounts, so I'm not sure what happened with that. Then she finds out that I did not lock her out, and that she was tripping, actually. And she even called me because she thought I locked her out. And I was just like, listen, I did not lock you out. I did not do anything to you. I even sent you back your money. So we're just gonna keep it at that. Like, no more of this back and forth, like, you know. And then I was just like, nice seeing you, nice knowing you, or whatever. And I kept it at that, guys. But she was just like one of them horrible clients, like, whereas you don't want none of their information. And from that, now I tell my clients, like, because now on Wix you can actually add as like co-collaborators if my clients have Wix. If they don't, we do something else. But if they have Wix, I am a co-collaborator, and I'll delete myself whenever I don't want to be a part of it. And that's basically how I do, because they'll have like a web designer section where like you can just be like a collaborator or whatever, and that's basically what I do. And I allow her to have access to it, or like whoever I'm working with to have access to it. But she has made me like never ever want to have nobody's like information, even like do mocks for free. Like, she's definitely that one where I'm like, I'm not doing none of this for free. But yeah, guys, that was like my story time with that client. Let me know in the comments if you have ever experienced somebody like this, especially if you do like graphic design or have worked with like just somebody where you wanted to help them out, even family or friends, just let me know in the comments, guys. But this is my story time on the worst client ever, graphic design edition. And I do want to mention that I do graphic design just as a hobby. I'm not like super like pressed on it, to be honest. So I wanted to mention that just because I never saw myself even being this far with it, but now I'm like 4 clients in and they're way better. You learn from the first. But thanks, bye guys.